Hi everyone, James here from the Fireplace Factory. Today we're going to unbox one of our Bespoke Panoramic fires. We're going to show you all the contents, what's inside, what you get with the fire, and then we're going to show you some features on the fire as well. So today we've got the Panoramic 1500. So let's get the box open. Right, let's get our box open. As you can see, the fire, it's double boxed. Extra protection for the actual fire itself. Right, so let's get that open. You'll see plenty of polystyrene packaging as well inside the fire. Now, let's get out. You've got your cable for the fire. Plenty of people, because it's going to the PowerPoint, want to know how long it is. It's a 2-meter cable that you get, like a standard kettle lead, 3-pin plug. The fire itself, it needs 13 amp standard. It's LED lights, so it's one of the cheapest things that you can actually run, so you don't need any sort of special power source. Then you'll have this little pack. Little pack inside will have, right, you'll have your warranty form. So you'll need this to go onto the Bespoke Fireplace website and to go and register your warranty, or you can send it in by post. You'll have a serial number down here that'll be unique to your fire for you to use. You'll also have your user manual for the actual fire. That's got all your dimensions and how to use the remote, but we'll do that in a separate video, how to use the remote in a features video. You're going to have your smart remote. That also comes with the batteries, which is very annoying when it doesn't. Luckily enough, you get your batteries in there. Now, if you're getting one of the panoramic suites like the Lazio or the Roma, you'll only have to use one of these little brackets. So let's get these out. As you can see on the Lazio installation video, you only need one of these to secure it to the wall. Now, if you're doing a media wall and you're securing the fire to a timber frame, you're going to need 6 of these. You're going to need 6 of these little brackets to secure it to the actual to the timber frame itself. If it's going into plasterboard where you're screwing into, you've got your wall plugs in there as well with the appropriate screws. So let's throw that away. Right. Let's show you some of the good stuff. A lot of the questions people ask when they're buying the panoramic fire is, what do I get with the fire? Because they see videos and pictures of it, some with the logs, some with crystals, some with the dark smoke gems. And in the showroom we tell people you get it all, but they still don't grasp you get everything. You can change, there's so many different looks you can have with this fire. So let's start carving some of our boxes open and let's see what's inside. There we go. So this one, you've got inside clear crystals. Now they're your small clear crystals. They're your small, the black stone's called smoke gems. Now you don't just get a couple like that, especially if it's going into the likes of like a 2-meter fire. So let's have a little look in here. You also get these as well. These, very popular. Your white pebbles. Now you don't just get a sprinkle of these to go across the bottom of the fire. You will get enough of each to cover the full bottom. So let's open this. There we go. Another box of the white pebbles. Let's have a little look in a few more. Yeah, there we go. So you've seen in that one box you'd had some of the dark smoke gems and some of the small crystals. There's now 2 bags of the small crystals, so you will have enough to cover from the Panoramic 2000 down to the 1250. You've got more than enough to fill the bottom of them. You'll have a couple of boxes which is going to have more of the dark smoke gems in. Then you will also have these. These are very popular. Good bit of bling. You get a couple of the large crystals as well, as you can see. Ultra smart. In a separate box, you'll also have your logs, HD logs, which will come with your panoramic fire. So we'll move on to that, and let's get that out next. As well as the large fire box that you get, you're also going to get a smaller box, which is It's going to be your logs. So here we've got the HD logs that you get from Bespoke. Inside the box we've got a couple of coal chippings. Now you'll have enough of them, full bag to cover the full bed. You've got plenty of them to go about. You're going to have your HD logs all individually wrapped. Bark, burn parts on there. You can see to give it that ash like kind of natural look. Now these all come in a variation of sizes. We've got some videos. Some people don't know how to set up the logs. There's no right or wrong way, but someone want it to look like it is in the videos or in the showroom. So we have got videos on that, and we can put the link for that in our comment section. You can see some of the different size logs. Let's have a look what we've also got in there apart from your HD logs. Right. And you've got some of your charred pieces as well. You're going to have a full bag of them. So by the time you mix them with your coal chippings and your HD logs, and then what you've also got to get that real fire look, get 2 bags of this. This is the what we call burning embers. Now the burning embers, when you're putting that on the bed of the fire, don't completely cover all the fire. We want to see just little bits of light, so scatter that all around. Again, we've got more videos on how to set up your logs, which includes how to put your burning embers down on the bed of the fire. So yeah, let's show you the fire next. Hiya everyone. Right, okay, myself and my helper Paul are going to help get the fire out of the box. As well as it being double boxed, it's going to have polystyrene corners on all corners to protect the fire. Now, it's going to be a 2-person job to get this out, 2 sets of muscles. Unfortunately, you've just got me and Paul at the moment. Let's get that out. You can see you've got more packaging on the side to protect the fire. And we've got our plastic wrapping over it, so let's take that off. Let's get it off the back. Store that in the box. Let's get all that away for now. Right, so as you can see on the fire, your fire comes with 3 options. You can have your fire as a front-facing fire, you can have it as a corner fire, which is just showing it, or a corner suite showing 2 sides, or you can have it as a 3-sided panoramic fire. The fire comes, if you want to come around and have a look here, it comes with what's called blanking plates on. So if you're only going to be showing the front, a front-facing fire, you'd keep these blanking plates on. So when you look through the sides, you're not going to see any sort of plasterboard or timber. It's just going to look black, and you'll only see the blanking plate. To take the blanking plate off, I'm going to get my masculine screwdriver. So you've got a side trim that we need to take off. So let's take this off. Oh. Oh, you put me off on that one screw. Right, don't do it like that. Right, we've took off our side trim, and you've got your blanking plate as well. So we'll put our blanking plates to the side because we want to show the 3 sides of our fire. Now we've got to put these screws back in. Now, I generally start with the top right corner one. And it'll help you to position and get these back in. And that is all our screws. Right there. Let's just line that up properly. That's all our screws back in. So now, if we take the other sides off, we can have that as the 3 sides of panoramic. As you can see here, what we're showing, one of the features of the actual panoramic fire itself, it's got a 3D screen. So you won't just see it from facing. If you're looking on the side, through your side panels, you're going to be able to see your flames, which we'll show you when we actually turn the fire on itself. Come around the back, let's have a look here. A lot of people ask, where is the power point? So you've got your power cable, 3-pin, like a standard kettle lead, that will go into the back. That's in the top left. If you're looking from the back of the fire, in the top left corner with your 2-meter plug. So I'm just going to throw this in a extension for now. Once it's been plugged in, you'll hear a little beep. That's showing that your fire is actually working. It's you've got on your fire, so on the top, I don't know whether you'll be able to see this properly, but we've got air vents. So when you fit in your fire, there's a caution sticker on here. We'd say cover these air vents if you're doing a media wall, just so you haven't got bits of sawdust and plasterboard going in there. But when that last piece of plasterboard is going on, you want to remove them. They can't be exposed, but we don't want any sort of rubbish and any bits getting in there. Top of the fire, 2D TV. You'd never have your TV that close anyway, but if you have a little look in this one here, you can see it's at least 100 mil. So you need that. Reason for being, it's for the circulation. Because your fire has got a cool air blower function on it and the 2 heating functions on it, it pulls the air in and it circulates behind the plasterboards at the top of the fire. Now you'll see around the fire here as well. Some people want to know how the plasterboards or the MDF board is going to be fixed on the fire. We've got a trim and your plasterboards will sit perfectly on here. We probably recommend a 12-meter plasterboard. Possibly, I know some builders use a 15mm plasterboard. You can use standard boards as well. You don't need to use anything like a fire resistance boards, because people worry that the fire gives out heat. They worry about the TV, they worry about the actual board and board itself. But the heat from the fire, there's air vents underneath here. Now, I don't know whether you're going to be able to get the angle. The air vents underneath here blow your heat down and out. So your plasterboard and above the fire will always stay cool, so you never have to worry about your TV. It's a bit different if you've got a gas fire. It's something that we wouldn't vouch on, but we have our, some of the heaters in our showroom on 7-8 hours a day, and it'll always stay cool above. You've got this trim is above. If you've got your blanket plates on down the side, and then you've also got it underneath, so that can all be completely covered. So now what we're going to do, we're going to, in fact, you know what, let's show you this. Let's show you how you actually get into the fire. Underneath, we've got, to get into the actual glass, you've got 4 screws at the top of the glass. So let's show you how you get access here. So this is for when you want to put your different bedding in the actual fire. Now this is toughened glass that you're going to be taking out. It's not just the glass panel. There's little metal brackets that are actually fixed to it. So you'll see this, the Panoramic 1500, the same the 2000, it's a 1-person job to get it out. You're worrying, you can get 1 person on either end. I lift it up by those brackets, sat in a little groove, take that out, put that somewhere where it's safe, and then you've got access to your fire to put all your different beddings in, whether that's the burning embers and your logs, or whether it's your crystals and your white pebbles. We'll show you on a separate video all the features. We'll show you all the features, and we will show you basically what it looks, some of the different looks, whether you're going for like natural looks or whether you're going for something a bit more more contemporary looking, but we'll put that on a different video for you. Let's put this glass back in now. So there is a little groove it's going to sit into. Let's put that in there. Let's get our screws, so let's line this up. You don't have to be fantastic at DIY to be able to take your glass in and out. So you can change it as often as you want. Change it daily if you wanted to. So there we go. That's the panoramic fire. It's the same in all the varieties of the different panoramics, and the only difference being is the length. The height's the same, the depth is the same. So that's how you get your fire out the box. What's included? Including how to open your glass and a few little tips on 100mm clearance that you should be having, what sort of plasterboard you need. Any other questions, feel free to message us on the Instagram or on the comments section. We'll try our best to pick it up as soon as. Thanks.